Hi and welcome to the Code Maven channel. My name is Gabor Szabó, and in this video and this meeting, we are going to continue the development of this web application with Mark Gardner. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
That you might remember that we were building using Mojolicious, an application to manage the training courses I have, where people can upload, can see their exercises, and then they can upload the solutions, and then later on I can approve their solutions or whatever. And we have been developing this. So before we get and I think it's like the fourth video already, I don't know, fourth session, sort of. Third? Mm-hmm. Okay, I can't count, but that's okay. So actually, before we go on, I wanted to ask you if you have any. I thought of sort of having a retrospective, but it's like a big word, just asking you, what do you think, how did it go so far? The whole pair programming thing and having it live and recording it, and if you would like to change anything that...
No, I think it's been going well.
Okay. There's only one thing that I thought that sort of, I'm not sure if, how do you think that the fact that it was only me who was typing, and sometimes people say that it's not good because then the other person gets bored. So I just wondering if there is...
I haven't been bored.
Okay. Okay.
No,
so...
I'm good with the arrangement.
Okay. No, it's not... The whole point is that I personally, part of the whole idea is to experiment with pair programming. Mm-hmm. And there are various of these modes of pair programming. One of them is more like the teacher-student setup, which basically what we are doing here, or driver navigator, it's also called. But when it's driver navigator, then they usually change at one point, which is okay when the two-person knows equally well the stuff, more or less. But in our case, you know Mojolicious way better than I. Or we can say that you know Mojolicious and I don't, but whatever, okay? Mm-hmm. So the point is that if you think that you would like to change, that you start writing and I'm more, whatever, do the navigation part, I'm totally fine with it, okay?
Okay, maybe we can do that next session.
Yeah. And so there is these modes that one of them is like, okay, there's one mode where, say, one person writes the test, the other implements the feature. Mm-hmm. There is one mode where there's this driver navigator and really one just talks and the other one just writes and doesn't think much, or not really, but yeah, there are various modes. But in the end, these beyond these sort of fixed modes, we probably can just do whatever we feel right.
Yeah, I think what we're doing now is working pretty well. And it's not really a strictly driver navigator model because we're both kind of learning this as we go.
Yeah.
You're kind of you're learning this. I'm still learning Mojolicious, so you know, we both have to look things up. We both have to figure things out as we go. So okay. This is fine.
Okay, I'm glad that you think so. I just wanted to raise this question because so it won't be like one-sided or whatever.
It's fine.
Okay, so let me share the screen. The funny thing is that now it's only it's the second time already. What do I do now? So the Zoom started to have a separate pop-up now before I can actually share the screen, which is strange. But
oh, and by the way, I just looked it up. This is actually session 4. I'm sorry, I got it wrong.
Right. Oh, 4. That's good. And hi, new person who just arrived. feel free to ask questions, and people who are here, just feel free to ask questions in the chat. We have turned off the possibility for other people to talk or share screen, so we won't have any issues there. But the chat is open for everyone. So Mark, did you think about what to do now? Shall I bring up things that I thought?
Well, when we last left this, I think it was we were still working on the login system.
Mm-hmm.
I think we
Right.
should continue. I think we should continue with that.
Yeah, and personally, I would write tests for it, because we just sort of wrote the code, didn't really write the tests. We wrote only just one, I think, the happy pass, and we didn't verify all the other things.
Okay, let's do that then.
Let's see what tests we have here. So it's in all it's in the basic T. So the login feature and so the other two files, these are the BDD tests that we haven't touched, that Eric and myself wrote, and later on we can try to combine them just so we have those as well. But for now, let's write the tests just the regular way that we have here. So let's go over quickly what we have here, because I don't remember. There is this login failed that goes to the login page, sends in an email address which doesn't exist, and then we get a response that invalid email. Okay, and oh, I remember what I really didn't check is that one main thing, that there are the protected pages. We didn't check which pages are protected, that only users who are logged in can see. This was the other test case, then the login case, when we had sent in one of the actual users the email address from our database, from our configuration, and we got the email, we got the code. So it sent an email, right? Mm-hmm. That the send mail function was called. Okay, that's what we know. And then we took the code out from it, and basically that's where we left off, right? I think we manually checked that. We manually checked that this works. Remember that we manually checked that we could send in the code back, and then this got approved, but we haven't tested it with automatic tests.
That's right.
Okay, so I think that was the next step here. So we have the code, and then we can do various things. One of them is to send in an incorrect code, and then see that it's still okay, everything is okay, and then we still can't get in. So let's try to see I don't know what happens now. Get okay, and then we say login and some invalid code.
Yeah, and we could even do that in a separate test. We don't have to do that as part of the whole thing where we're checking to see if sendmail got called and things like that. Because this test is getting kind of big.
Right, but we do need the sendmail because we need the code. Actually, we don't need the code because it doesn't matter what code we have.
That was my point.
Yeah. Okay. Though I'm not sure if it's really the same test, because okay, right. So for this, okay. So what I wanted to say first is that I'm not sure this is the same test, because we would need to check that the invalid code doesn't work when we actually have a code in the file, but we can imitate that with just creating the file with a code. right?
I'm not sure I understand.
So, okay, let's write the test first.
Okay.
Okay, let's write the test. So we need, where do we get the $T from?
I think $T was $T was set up
yeah, at the
beginning.
Yeah, okay. So we have this subtest login verification fail. Okay.
Mhm.
So we get this, and then what are we going to get here? The status is, so let's see what happens here.
Well, it's going to send you the bad page.
I think it still gives 200. And
yeah, it does. We should probably, just to be consistent with the HTTP spec, I mean, when we get back to actually writing the code, we should have it send like a 401 error or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't really know what should be here. I mean, it's sort of, it's not an access, well, maybe, whatever. Okay, yeah, good. Let me try to run this. So prove -L. Okay, it doesn't have the content. So how do we get that? Do you remember?
I think let me check that. I think we have to get the transaction and then get the response and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so it's based on Mojo user agent.
The thing is, I just wanted to print out what is the content, not to use it as a test. It's just print out whatever it is so we can look at it. So, okay, I'm trying to this.
Okay, so
text as well, and if it doesn't work, then
it has the $T has a TX attribute. That's the transaction. And inside of that, there's another attribute we want called res. That's the response.
Okay, here it is. Res. And that has something, right? Either content or body or
yeah, res has
content.
Let me see here. Yeah, I think you want body.
Interestingly, for content, it doesn't say any boxy body. Okay, what? No. Yeah, here it is.
Content also works. Content does also work. I didn't realize that, but it does.
It didn't print me this. Look. So this one, okay. Now it prints. I don't need the V, I think. This one now is whatever I have here.
Yeah, I think
now I have body, and if I put here content, let me try because I think it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't work.
What?
It actually prints out this one.
Well, you didn't Mojo content single hash.
Okay, I'm fine with body just to look at it.
Yeah, body's fine.
Okay, and then this is basically, this is what it printed out. And so let's just check that these are in there. So the actual test is something like T content like, and then QR this, and we can also T content like QR this, and I don't need to diag now anymore. And now, okay, so we have this error message. Okay, and okay. Do we have a, now I don't remember if we have already a protected page. So we need this, we had used the session. So this, everything is handled here in the main PM.
Mm-hmm.
So the logout page, the logout method has a check session. The login get, no, sets up the session, and that's it. So maybe we should also just add a simple page, a simple route that will return for now whether you are logged in or not. And then we can use that for now to verify that we are doing, that all the login mechanism worked properly.
Okay, or we could just check the session when we're displaying the courses or the exercises.
Right, but yeah, so we can, this can be one of those pages that already, let's see, list courses or something like this. Because right now the list of the courses on the main page, so maybe we will have to move it some other place because it won't be on the main page, right?
Right.
So we can just move it to move that part to a new page. Okay, so let me just git diff, git add, test added. Okay, just one test added. And then we can change we can, here we can have a list, a page that says something like list courses or courses, right? Oops.
Right, and this will be the this will be the courses for a given user, right?
Yes. So this will be a protected page already. It will list all the courses of that particular, of a currently logged in user.
Okay.
Okay. So it's and then the main page won't do it. It won't list them anymore.
Right. We'll take that out.
Okay, so and then we can go on testing all these features, making sure that the login works, and then the courses page can be only accessed when you are logged in and you get the right data and so on.
Okay.
So this is.
Do you want to keep it in the course controller? I think it makes sense.
Yeah. And that would be this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So actually, I also need the main. We have the code here already in the main, right? Or I don't remember exactly. It's just in the welcome page, right? On the main page.
Right. We just had it in the template.
In the template. Okay. So it's going to be now here, and that's going to be called list courses. right?
Right.
And the first thing that we'll need to do is check the session.
Yep.
Good idea. How do we check the session? Oh, what did we put in the session? We put in the session the email address, so we can get the email from the session.
Right. So I guess just
I think that's it, right?
I'm just checking.
Okay, I'm in the meantime, GitHub, subgub, course management. Oh, we have that issue still open. Maybe we can close it, but
Yeah, you can close that. Yeah, if you just want to, yeah, you're right. If you just want to check a value in the session, just do session and then pass it a scalar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone calls us if self session. Yeah. Okay, so I'll copy it into this variable because we're going to need it anyway. Yes, I guess. Do we need it? Are we? Yeah, we're going to need it. So if
Well,
not email, then we'll have to give an error that you are not authorized, right?
right. So do you just want to?
So this is a.
Do you just want to set an error flag?
So this is the 401, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, we usually use the under to authenticate and let people to different parts. Okay. This is where we are pointed by the curious technoid. Thank you. That we are supposed to do something like this.
To share code with multiple nested routes, you can use under in Mojolicious route because unlike normal nested routes, the routes generated their own
Yeah. So how does it work? Under foo to foo bars. Okay, someone is writing us code here. Let me copy paste it. And that's is this one, right?
Yeah, but I think that was meant to go in
yeah,
in the main module, not the controller.
Yeah, probably. I just didn't know what to do with it. So I still under slash to control. I just don't understand what do I see here?
Okay, so the controller and action thing, that's just another way of what we were doing with the controller name, then a pound, and then the
Okay, so this
the
is,
method.
Okay, so this
It's
would
just
be
another
the
way of saying
same
the
as time OC under pound is logged in.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So the two are just a different writing of very similar things. is logged in. Basically, these are the two now the same.
Yes.
Well, except that of that. Well, not exactly. Create, authorized get to. But I don't know.
Okay, clearly he's pasting in stuff from one of his existing projects.
Or her.
Her, sorry.
I don't know. Him. Okay. From Dubai. Okay,
Okay,
long back. The neighbor from almost. Yeah. Good.
Okay, so
let me copy paste this one as well, so other people can also see, not just sorry. This is the rest of the code that was just pasted. And okay. Yeah, so there is where is this? So there is a subroutine. There should be a subroutine that checks whether the user is logged in. Okay, what I would say at this point, that we'll need the email anyway in this session, because specifically in the risk courses. Okay, so I would propose that we continue now without this under thing. Okay, and then re-implement it for the risk courses. We write the tests and then we factor it out, so we can use it in multiple routes. Okay.
okay.
So I would remove this from now. For now, it's in the chat anyway, so we can copy it back again. Okay. I would continue here because that's sort of, I still understand what we are doing here. Okay, and then we verify that this works. We have the tests, and then we can factor it out to be this under thing, and then it should still work if the tests are there. Okay, so in this case, we should send back a 401 not authorized message. And the question I have is that can we send a different template, or just the one that so can, let's say, the render get I guess here we have to say something like this, right? So let me check it. Mojolicious, not Mojolicious, Mojolicious send 401.
Yeah, the idea, I think.
So we can say,
I think it's part of the
status like this.
Yeah, render with status.
So that's okay. We can send that back. Oops. Status 401. We don't need any actually parameters here.
Yeah, we're not doing CC anymore. We're using helpers.
Yeah, I don't know. We have somewhere CC. I just copied it from here.
Oh, okay.
So apparently we still have somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So this is status, but what template do I render? So can I render?
I would say we're going to use the same template, but
and we can render text for now. That's what Curious Technoid says.
okay,
and that's right. We can do that.
So we can just say render text blah
like this.
Yeah.
not logged in. Okay, so and then I have to return this.
Yeah, and
right?
you could turn that into just one line, return render if not email.
Okay.
I usually for flow control, I'm fine with having postfix if.
Okay, so that's one thing, and then the rest is that now we are returning the page, and that is like the main page. Okay, so we just say render for now. We probably need to pass in the email, right? We'll probably need that email in that page. And then we'll need the template from the main welcome page. And from here, we need to take this section, this whole courses section, right?
Yep.
And move it
make a new template called what, list courses?
Courses and list courses.
Right, but we called it oh yeah, you're right, list courses.
I think that's how we called it.
Yes.
List courses. Yeah. Okay. So we have these parts. Courses. And but now we need to have the courses of
and this is where our helper comes in, because remember we made our helper take an email argument.
Yes. So if I just call courses and the email, that should work.
I think so. If you want to check the helper just to make sure.
Helpers are here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it gets the student email and it should work. Nice. Okay.
That's what you do when you think ahead.
Right. Okay. So now this is supposed to work, and we don't even have to look at it. We just can write tests, right?
Yep.
So we have the tests, and then we would like to make sure that now we can put it in all kind of places. So we can say here to say T get okay courses, and the status is 401. 401, right? Let's see if this works. And of course, something broke.
Oh, we broke our welcome test.
Okay.
Because we took out the course list.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, this will have to go to somewhere, right? But for now, okay, so we have that one. So we can also copy this. I don't know if I should just copy paste this or how. Login verification failed. Here too, we would like to make, and here we actually don't want it to be 4, right? So this should be 200.
Yep, let's give it a try.
Almost got 401, expected 200. because we haven't logged in. We haven't verified it. Okay, we haven't sent in the code actually yet.
Right.
Okay, so it's still correct that it doesn't work. So now visit this page. I have no idea what I should get back there. Probably a 200 and body. What else? We also print out whatever this is. Okay, so it just says login is successful for now.
Yeah, that's just a health check for the login.
Yeah, so we probably are going to content like QR. We don't need this, and then
you misspelled content.
okay. Very nice. What else do we need here? Okay, this is not, we don't need this. We actually are visiting the courses page. Now, actually, I can move here this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except we have to check which user was. So this was use config 0 student number 0. So this is student number 0. So that should work. Right?
Course config.
No. What is this name?
That's the name of the course. Give it a try. Still works.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that this is what
so we're checking to see that the content has the name of the course in it.
Okay. We should
in this
now,
case, Programming Bootcamp 2021-10, and that we have an ID with the course config ID with an anchor that has the name in it.
Right. Okay. Now the question is, which user was this? This was student. For student 0.
Student 0 and course 0.
Yeah. So this was Gabor@codemevan.com.
Yep.
And now, so this means that and in this case at least, we are supposed to have this other one as well.
True.
Okay. So we can add now that one as well. Or we don't. We could add the third course now that doesn't have that Gabor is not registered for. Okay, and make sure that one doesn't show up in the list.
Okay.
Okay, so. Okay.
That's all we need, unless you really feel like making it look more like a course.
Which would mean what?
At having different exercises or something like that. I mean,
for now it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, for this purpose, it's okay, I guess.
Okay.
So we have to make sure that, first of all, I think I'll make it for the second one as well. And then we have for the third one, it's probably unlike.
Yeah, let me make sure.
Why should we read the documentation if we can just run the code and try it?
Uh,
The test passed.
no. Okay.
So I ran the test and they passed. So if there is no unlike,
Yeah, there's content unlike. You're
okay.
right. So let's hear it for a fairly consistent interface.
Sorry.
It's good that the interface of this module makes sense and we can guess these things.
Yeah. Well, it's for the test more has the same, I think, like and unlike.
It's true.
So okay, so what did we do now? Git diff, a lot of things. Basically, we added a new page of list courses and made sure that it's only accessible to logged in users.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I still have some things here that I thought. So for example, a log out. We don't run the log out yet. So
No, we don't.
After we logged in, here we can also, I mean, I create these long tests which are probably not really good idea. But to get a log out. Okay, no, this one. Log out. And then this should be whatever I think it should. It gets 200.
Yeah, it gets 200.
And something it prints also, but I don't know what. No, this one was not unwanted. This was what I wanted. Well, it prints out login, which is probably not what we want there, but right. It prints out by for now.
By the way, if you wanted to, you could chain these methods. You could say status is content like all in one.
I know. I'm not sure. I'm personally not really familiar with all those. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Some people like it.
Yes, I know. Some people like it, and some people really want to have those. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe. So okay. What would you say here on the already on a get okay? Shall I do all of them? Let's see this one.
That's fine too. I mean, you can lay it out however you want.
No, I just wanted to try one before I do all of them. Okay, I'll leave it like this, and then we'll have time to digest and decide which direction to go.
Okay.
Okay, so I have one this way, just to see if I don't know. I need to get used to this.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to go too far in it because then it starts extending to multiple lines and it gets harder to read. I mean, so, some people will just put the method calls one on each line.
I think that's the style here, right? That's sort of.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's.
I don't think. I mean, this is. I don't think this being better than calling on $T every time.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Except maybe it puts it all together into the same test. You know, when you do verbose rather than. No, it's still all in different tests.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, whatever. It's a style thing.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll have them multiple styles and so on. Okay. What else do we need to test here? log in, log out. We logged out. We verify that we can't access the courses anymore. And basically, that's it. I think, right?
Yeah.
We try to log in. We can actually. Okay, we can just for fun. We can have just a single request to courses. And actually, we can put later on here a loop for all the pages that we want to verify.
Okay.
Just a not logged in user. Now, actually, what I would want to know.
Seems a little repetitive, but okay.
Sorry?
It seems like we're doing the same tests in lots of places.
Well, so there is the thing that we verify that the courses page is not accessible in various cases. That we try to log, we have not logged in. We tried to log in but failed. But I would still want to verify that we are still not logged in by chance. So.
Okay.
So I don't know. Yeah, indeed, that I don't like that the copy paste here. Maybe we can just put it in a function. I don't know.
It's just 2 lines.
Yeah. One thing that I wanted to check now, but I'll commit this now before that. Git add more tests. That I'm not sure that what happens if I split these up. So. I think the same T object is logged in, so the tests impact each other, and I'm not sure that I know that I don't like this. Okay, so now the login, this one logged in, and then at this point it's already logged in, right?
Yeah, the state of T is
the state of T carries on from test to test, meaning that if we insert a test in between, then it will have impact, meaning that if we want to refactor and move a test case somewhere else, then suddenly things can break or stop testing something.
Right. So maybe in our subtest, we should be making separate test mojo objects.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Let me just try it to verify. Yeah. So still everything is there. So okay.
So let's take that test mojo thing out of the top.
Yeah, and move it into every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. Yeah. This is when test class and things would be start provide you something better, because you have some setup that you have to run before every test run. So now the proof global $T requires explicit package name.
Oh, we still have to load the course config.
So we need both of them.
For the ones where we're using course config, we don't need it in some of the subtests. We don't need it in main, for example.
I can create a separate one here. Maybe not calling it T, but something like global T, and then use this here just to have the course config.
Yeah. Okay.
And it would be probably then better to have a function called get course config.
Yeah, and Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, and then it's not global anymore. And at one point, actually, we will have to move the config file somewhere else, right? Because now it's the config file that we are using. And we'll probably have to have this config file in some other place for the tests.
Right. Yeah. Tests should have their own config, not the main one for the application.
So let me just check it now. So, oh, well, obviously now it won't. Well, not totally obviously. Let me split it up again. But not here. Here, right? So here we logged in, and then here we ask for courses. And now this should fail.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we got 401s, and then the rest of the test
401
failed.
instead of 200s. Okay, good. Okay, git status, git diff. Okay, git add, git make test, make subtests independent from each other. Right. Okay. Anything else? People who are watching here, any idea, any other idea what tests we need to write here? I just pushed out the source code, so in case you would like to also check out, it's in here. This is the source code of the project. I think we are good with it regarding tests, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've got. I think we're testing pretty much all of what we need. I mean,
We don't
if you felt like running Devel cover to see what the coverage looks like, that would be something.
Okay, I don't know how to run Devel cover here on this project. Just cover minus test. Not covered for, let's start with not writing covered, but cover. It needs, I don't remember how to run it when we don't have a make file, or do we have a make file? No, we don't have a make file.
No, we don't have a make file. I don't know. It's been a while since I've used Devel cover.
This is what it says, Perl makefile PL, Perl build PL, and then cover test.
So,
but that doesn't help now.
That doesn't help if we don't have a make file.
No rules to make target test.
Right, because we don't have a make file.
Yeah, sure. Meta cpan pod Devel cover. Or cover delete harness.
You can here's what you can do. Sorry, go back to go back to your prompt. You can use that Perl M Devel cover way of doing it. So do Perl dash capital M Devel cover prove dash L.
Dash
L. L. L as in
okay.
libraries. And open Perl script prove.
Ah, oh, but wait. No, but it's not that. There may be proof minus M, no? Proof.
Yeah, okay.
It's doing something, but it doesn't do that.
And all right, just type cover then.
Yeah, okay. And then cover HTML, I think. Unknown option.
Just type cover.
Just cover, right? Ah. Reading database from course, okay. And then nothing.
Oops.
No, it opened in the just not the right browser. But
okay, so we
have content.
That didn't work.
What about this one? So this one, harness switches, Perl minus and Devel cover, and then prove minus prove.
That only works again if you have that.
All one subtest passed and then no plan found in tab output. Why?
We can come back to this.
Okay, yeah, okay. Maybe this
somebody pasted a chat.
Okay, I'm trying to get.
And then there's a link to there.
Big red. Lovely. Our script is not script my app. So where is our script?
It's in
script course management test T. Okay, I don't know what the test means here.
That's a separate Mojolicious is I don't think script has a subcommand called test. I don't know where that
That's from 2012. So it might not exist anymore. Okay. So thanks, but it might be and what if I say eval, but nah. Okay, I have no idea what I just executed on my computer.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think that's let's just move on.
Yeah. I'll figure it out later on, or we'll figure it out. Okay, we don't need that. This. Okay, but it bugs me. But okay, we'll find it out later.
Looks like they, yeah.
But test harness, we have test harness, so you use the test harness, but it says some examples. For example, harness first will run on paint mode. Harness will run Devel cover for each test.
Okay, so do harness, can you do harness Perl test switches prove?
Harness Perl switches, that's what I just executed.
Yes, but instead of doing script, course management, eval, blah, 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 just do prove prove-l.
I think that's also I ran earlier, but maybe not. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that. I have no idea why it says that there's no top output here. Very interesting. Okay,
I'll look at this offline.
I don't need the Devel cover in order to tell you that I think we have some things that we are missing. Okay, or at least we are doing it incorrectly, because we have a test here, okay, that goes to the main page. It doesn't have anything listed, just the welcome and the form. We can test that there is the form to log in, and test there is a form to log in. Okay, I'll just edit here comment. The course page, okay, is not protected. Okay, then there is the login page. So then we do all these login things, okay, and that's it. But we have a number of routes, and for example, we don't test this. We don't test the upload, okay, and we don't protect the upload. So we all of these, and then we can go on. So we can, first of all, I think we should protect this page, the course. Okay. Okay. And test whether it only works when it's when the user is logged in. A user that has right to that course, and then we probably should test the upload page, and there too verify that it's the right user. Okay.
By the way, I just looked it up. They removed that Mojolicious test command in Mojolicious 8.0 in 2018.
Okay, so we are 3 years late for that. But next time we should do it earlier, and then we will have a test command.
Sure.
Okay, so this is okay that it gets, but only if we are logged in. So let me. Okay, I thought that I will copy this one. Okay. And have a version for not logged in. Actually, I don't need that. I should probably just have this. This one should go among all the not accessible without login. This one. So this should be this should give a 401, right? If we are not logged in, someone are trying to access a course page, it should give a 401.
Right. We just haven't implemented that yet.
Yeah, we haven't done. And then this one should go on, work only. So here we should do some login as user 0.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And for that, we don't want to write down all this, all the section here again and again.
Yeah, maybe pull all that login stuff out into a function.
Yeah, But should I keep one copy here, or the whole thing should be outside? Because here we have all these test checks.
I think it's okay to do everything up to the login is successful as a function, because we're going to be reusing that a bunch of times. And I think it's okay to have the test checks in that function.
Okay.
We'll just have to pass the T object in.
So basically, you're saying that this not the T, so it needs a T object. Okay,
right.
So sub login, let's say, it gets a T object, right? And then this is the end of it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. So this is the first thing that we do. I can even put it here. That will be much nicer, I think.
Yeah.
Just after the done testing. Okay, so this is the first thing that we do. And then the second thing before I do anything is that I comment this out. Okay, because we just refactor the code, git diff, right? So I added some comment here, some more comment here, some more comments here, and then this code was refactored.
Okay, are we going to call that? You're not calling that function anywhere, so you haven't fully refactored it yet.
Yes, you're right. You're right. I forgot to do that. Login. So here, call it login P.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that that we can still do this. Okay.
Okay. Do we want to put that no warnings experimental at the top of the script now, since we're using it in functions in the script?
The interesting thing that we had already this one here.
Right, but we didn't do the no warnings.
But we didn't use. I guess we didn't use signatures, right?
Not in functions.
In the test. Oh, it doesn't like me.
Put it.
Because it's the Mojo thing that also turns it on.
Yeah, use Mojo base turns it on. Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Okay, so I git. It's not exact refactoring because we also added whatever comments, but it's okay. Create a login function to be able to use in other tests where we need a login user. Okay, so that's now we have. So now we have here login T. Okay, and this should now work. And I mean, actually, this now that we logged in shouldn't have an impact here. Of course, it doesn't have. And now this should fail because, of course, it fails. Yes.
No.
Okay.
No, we still haven't restricted.
No. Right. That's why it fails.
We still haven't restricted individual course pages yet.
Yeah. That's why this fails, because We haven't implemented the code yet.
Mhm.
I'm doing full TDD, right?
Okay, fair enough.
So where was this thing? 4, right here.
Mhm.
List courses, this one. So not
No, it's course,
this course. Okay.
not list courses. There's a
So it's not here.
course config. That's the list exercises method. If you look in the routes.
Are you looking at the code now, and that's why, or you just remember it?
I'm just remembering.
Wow. Okay. I don't remember any of this. Okay. So
Course ID is course list exercises.
Course list exercises. Okay. Yes, so far the test passed, but the code is incorrect now because we don't use the email address here.
That's true.
Wait
we
a second.
don't.
We don't check whether this user actually has the right to this.
Right. We're just checking to see if they have an email. We're not checking to see if they're in that course.
Yes. And we get the ID is the course ID, right?
Yep.
So probably I should call it course ID here.
Okay.
This is the time probably that you should say, no, Gabor, first make one change and do this in a different way. The separate commit, no? This shouldn't be that I don't know. But apparently you would also do this, like.
I'm sorry, what's the question?
No, I said that this is the point where in the pair programming, the other person should say that, no, Gabor, this is a separate change, do it in a separate commit.
Okay, I thought we were just still working on the same change. We've only all we've done is added the email and changed the variable.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying that renaming the variable is like just a plain refactoring, has really nothing to do with this. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not as picky.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
I'm lucky then.
okay, so before we return that not logged in thing, we have to check to make sure that user's email is listed for that course ID. So we need to get that course ID before the return.
Well, no. So in this is okay. This part is okay. We will we'll also need a different return, because if there is no email, then definitely we don't want them to get access.
Okay. All right. We'll check 2 different ways. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, but because this one is good. Okay, whatever.
No, I get it. You're right.
Okay, so maybe it's going to be a different
text.
Different text or different message. Yeah. Okay. So here in the core, I guess we need the course config for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have some helper for that, no?
Yes, we do.
So we don't really need this course config anymore.
No, we can just. Isn't there a thing for? Did we write a helper for listing for getting a course for a given user? We have
You're listing here exercises, no?
We have a courses helper, but I don't think we have an exercises helper, do we?
Yeah, I think so. Here it is.
Yes, we do. Okay, so but that requires a course ID. So
I wonder where do we use this if here we are passing in the CC?
we're going to have to change the template too.
Let me check the template now, because I'm template, courses, list exercises. We are not using the CC here.
No, we're not.
So we are just passing it in, but we don't use it anymore. We forgot to remove it.
Yep.
Right?
Okay. So let's call the helper to well, first we need to check to see if the user is in that particular course.
Yeah. And we don't want to use this actually, right? We would like to use the helpers for everything.
Please.
Right? I just don't know how.
Okay, so go back to the main app there. So the first thing we need to do is call the courses helper to get all the courses for a given email address.
Yes. Okay, so we need to call the
It's inside of list exercises. We haven't yet done a thing where we called helpers from in a controller, so this is new.
Okay. So I'm happy that it's not just a total blackout for me.
Okay. So self, what was the name of the helper? Now I've forgotten already.
Courses.
Courses, okay.
Or at least that's how I remember courses, yes.
Okay, so self courses. And that returns a hash, right?
No, but it gets the email, no? It can get the email.
Yeah, it gets an email.
And it returns, what does it return? A hash.
It returned a hash.
Okay. And then the hash looks like, so for the hash looks like, I don't remember how the hash looks like.
It's going to have
course ID, course name. Here on this line, course ID, course name.
Yes.
So
now we have to check to see if there's exists
course ID.
Yeah, so if that doesn't exist, then they don't have access.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we check.
Mm-hmm. And then
maybe give a different text.
Yeah.
Not in course.
Okay. You are.
Okay.
You are. I'm not sure about this part here. Do we still need this course config and then the
we can, well, we've already we can use the helper for this now because
wait here, no, but we don't need this. We don't even use this, I guess.
Do we? I thought we still use, no, we still use the
no, we use this course.
We still use course.
Okay.
So
but we need this because we need all the information about the course. So
right. So instead of instead of saying course equals $course in the render, go down to the render line. That's going to be courses, $courses,
$courses, okay.
brace course ID.
But that's just the name. That's not the whole information.
Oh, right.
I mean, I would now check the test and then see, and then improve this part later.
Okay.
Okay. Worked.
The test worked.
Okay.
So
don't test now this error message.
No, we haven't tested the error message. We do test the status though.
No, but no. Oh, but no. I mean, in this case, we haven't checked this case. So let's make sure that we actually test the.
I thought we did, and we broke it. Let's go look at the test.
The test? Yeah.
Yeah, see, we're already testing that. We're testing to see if you can get in that course.
I think this failure comes from the first one.
No, it doesn't. You're already logged. No, the login worked.
Yeah.
Go back to the test. I'll show you.
So this test passed because without login, we got an error. We got 401. So this is testing the first return.
Okay, we want to test the next one. You're right.
And the other one, the one where we logged in, that passes because there we are checking 200 and okay. But the first thing I would do is check the text as well. Okay, so the text is not logged in. Okay, so the content is not logged in.
That's not how you call it. It's not content, it's comma.
Right. Yeah, it's a
method.
Okay, and I can copy paste this now, but now I'm getting to the point where I really should probably okay. And then
yeah, let's put a pin in it.
Sorry?
Let's commit our work, yeah.
Protect the page listing the exercises. Almost. But list exercises, no, sorry, the test case, course. It's not exactly the course, but okay, course test case. Log in as a different use. So actually, I don't know, I don't need this one. Here, I can now try to access get okay, a course where this user is not registered, which is course number 2, right?
Okay.
And this should give us 401.
Yeah, it should.
and the text should be the other one. So the text is,
its content is.
no, there is a text is.
Oh, it is?
Content is, ah, no, sorry, you're right. You are not in this course, right?
Mm.
And I need the quotes here. Okay. Yes. It doesn't like me. No.
Here we go. Give it a minute.
Okay. What else? Upload?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
I mean, oops, what did I do? I don't know. So let's just go over the routes for a second. So the main page is unprotected. The courses page, the list exercises, the upload page, the login, these should be unprotected. Let me reorganize a little bit here. Okay, so these are, and then these are the protected pages. Okay, so we did the first two. Log out, I don't know, there's no point for someone to click on log out, but it should still be protected. So we can try this one.
You want to protect logout from being, you want to only log out if you're already logged in? Is that what you said?
Either way, it doesn't really matter, I guess. And there's no real point in going to the logout page if you are not logged in. So I don't know. The upload should be definitely be in the protected, one of the protected pages. So and we should be able to test the upload. So let's first of all, before we add the protection, let's try to test the upload.
Okay.
I think we haven't written a test for it, right?
That's true. We haven't.
Yeah. So.
By the way, I'm starting to. I think I'm starting to understand. Haha. That suggestion about using under on the routes for sharing the.
Yeah.
Sharing the code.
Okay. We can try that if you would like.
Sure. So we're going to have to. Let's see here. To share code with multiple nested.
Where do you read? Can you tell me to which?
Sure. Inside of Mojolicious guide
Something
routing.
is crashing on my computer, but I have no idea what. First it was per. Okay.
So in your browser, go to Mojo. Yeah. Oh, you were already there. This is the section I'm looking at.
Yeah, we already looked at it somewhere, sometime once.
Right. So it's saying we're just going to have a single, like Curious Technoid is saying in chat, we just need one subroutine which checks if a person is logged in.
Right. So we take the code where that we have in the course controller right now.
Right. So let's go.
Okay.
Well,
We can take
first,
this
yeah. Let's
for now,
take that.
and we put it in the main, right?
Yeah, we're going to put it inside of. Well, I was just going to put it in an anonymous sub, but whatever. We can.
Okay, I just pasted it here, so
Okay,
okay,
we'll use that. Okay, so
let me go back to the.
first thing we're going to do is make a new we'll call it auth route or something like that.
Okay. Shall I create a function called authorize or a variable here? Because the copy from
a new
curious tech
variable. It's going to be a new variable. Yeah. $R on arrow under. $R, not T.
They're next to each other.
Yeah, I know. So under, so if we want everywhere under a given route to be protected,
Right? It's just going to protect this one, the courses, not the course, the way we wrote now.
mm-hmm.
But let's start with this. Okay, so let's move the protection here, and then maybe we'll rename the routes. Maybe we'll. So one of the probably the way this should work, or probably the way it's easy to make it work, is that all the protected pages are, let's say, under P here, but whatever, we're protected. And then all of them, okay? And then it's gonna be easy to do this.
Okay.
Maybe, I'm not sure if that would be the right way. There is an application that I did that in, I was writing in Dancer, but doesn't matter. That, and then everything under the, but we can do it for this one, for the courses now, and then verify it with the test, and then we'll see how to change this.
Okay.
So it's under, and then we have this more.
No? Yeah, there's going to be another thing there, and yeah, it's going to be 2 TO.
Okay. This part I don't understand.
Well, that would be if we wanted. That's just like
this. So that's this exactly like this.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand why do I have to do it again.
I'm thinking here. Oh, okay. All right.
We'll have like this one, right? I think we have this one. Authorized. I think that's what we're going to have at the end. No?
Okay. Hold on. You're getting ahead of me here.
Yeah.
Put that back where it was.
Okay.
Go back to the my authorized line. And instead of saying 2 at the end, delete that and make courses a key to a hash. So go back in there, do a fat arrow, sub C.
And I guess this is what you want, right? And that's where you would want these 2 lines to be in.
Yeah, except of course it's called C now instead of self.
These little things. C. More or less, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe a semicolon here.
Yeah, that's important.
They like semicolons there. Okay. So this still works. That doesn't mean anything because the other production is still in place.
Yeah, we haven't used authorized.
Oh, and
All right,
I haven't used authorized.
Yeah, now we don't need
now it breaks. I haven't removed the other one yet, but it now breaks with some huge error message.
yeah, because it dumped it's the debugging screen. All right, so go back to the file we were editing. We got a little ahead of ourselves here.
Back to R.
No,
no? Sorry. Okay. I'll now do what you say.
Slow down.
Okay.
Leave that as authorized. Put instead of R, make that authorized. All right, and now we're going to change the parameter to that get.
This one?
Yes. Do we want to? The guy in chat is saying if we wanted to be inside of /courses/list, is that? I think, yeah, I think that would. You know what? Let's. We're going to have to change the URL schemes for this, but let's do this. Make that get slash, not instead of get courses. Do get slash.
Here?
Yeah.
Just slash?
Yeah, just slash. And up where we're doing the authorized line up above, make that course. Okay. Now back down to the protected section. Second line there where it says R get course ID, make that authorized get course ID. And delete that course part, so it's just /ID. Okay, so let me explain what I just did there.
Okay.
Now we're going to have it so that if you just request /course, it's going to call the list courses method. But if you give it an ID, it'll do the list exercises. So we're going to have to change our tests to, instead of calling /courses, we're going to have it call /course.
Let me just check where do we have the word courses?
It's a bunch of places in basic T.
Here, and these, that's just the configuration.
That's the only
variable names. This is the, so that's it, you say.
That's
just
it.
The test.
Mm-hmm. So let's go to the test. Okay, so this will be get okay course. Hold on, go back to where you were editing. Go back.
No?
Yeah. Yes. You're going too fast again.
Okay.
The line you just changed from courses to course, I want to put a slash at the end of it.
Okay, so you want this?
Yes.
Okay. And here too?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's give it a try. Let's run our tests.
It's deleting my hard disk.
No, it's not. All right. Control C. Oh, we still have to return a code. Okay. Go back to the main thing there. Instead of return render, just do the render. And then let's do. All right, let's do this another way. Do after the my email line, let's make a new line there. And do return 1 if email. Okay, and then the next line, take out the if not email. And next line, make a new line and do return undef. Okay, so you see what's happening here. If you've got, if it's successful, if you have an email, it's going to say this this under was successful and returns a 1. Otherwise, it's going to render not logged in and return undef.
Right. Let's see if it works.
Yay!
Yeah. Now let's take out the code, not from a test, not from the tests, but from the protection from here, right?
We don't need that anymore.
This protection and this protection, not logged in. These are the 2 protections that we don't need. Okay.
Yep.
We still need this protection because it's separate.
That's right.
And it still works. Nice. Okay.
So now we've just factored out that check for its email in the session into that under sub.
Yes. Yes. But we need the email. We need the email everywhere, so we just remove the verification, but that's okay. Okay. I'm surprised that we didn't have a link to the courses. That's what, so I was looking at that's what.
Well, before we were just listing them all, everything in the welcome page, but we're not doing that anymore.
So they didn't. So we just created the route courses, and we had never had a link to it.
That's right.
Right. Okay. And probably after login, they should be automatically go there. And on the main page, the same should probably happen, right? So if someone arrives to the main page, if the person is already logged in, they should immediately get to either to the courses page, or if they are on a single course, then maybe even directly to the list of exercises. Like,
yeah, we can do that. That would be a little smarter.
Yeah, but before we do that, what time is it? Oh,
we got 15 minutes. We're good.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that time flies when you enjoy yourself. Okay, so we just had factored out the authorization
Thank you, Curious Technoid in the chat.
Exactly, that's what I'm writing. I just don't know how to spell this, whatever he used his name. I can't copy paste his name, so I'm going to type it.
All right, Curious Technoid, TECHNOID. I guess
Should I also write it?
I guess he wants to remain anonymous.
Yeah, I know, but should I? Well, he wrote Dubai, so.
In Dubai.
Is it okay that I write from Dubai? Okay, can we put that in your name?
Yeah, he wants his name.
Okay. Is this okay in the comment? Actually, we are recording it, the video, so now, okay, good. Good. So now we have this. I have this thing implemented, pushed out, everything fine. Okay, what shall we do in the next 50 minutes? Shall we login page? No, sorry, upload or something else?
Maybe work on that redirect.
Okay. So let me write the tests, or at least the pseudo code for the tests. Okay, or let me just type in whatever we think we would like. Okay. Felix wants us to actually test it via the browser.
Oh, you're fancy.
Yeah. I don't know if it will work. I'm afraid, but okay, let's do that. Morbo. But now we can't do that.
Why?
Because we need we need the login. So
right, but we're going to we log the code that they get, so we'll just use that code.
Yes, yeah, it's okay. So first of all, this one, then course,
just course,
enter, not logged in. Course something, still not logged in. Okay, this one, CO, bam, something
404.
else. Okay, 404. Okay. So far, okay. Log out works, even though we're not logged in.
Right, we didn't do anything with that.
Yeah, okay. My name, okay. So now it is Gabor at CodeMaven, I think that was one of the persons. Okay, we have sent an email, but no, you haven't.
But we do have a code.
We have a code, okay. And now I don't remember what is the URL. Verify.
I think it's just login slash.
Login slash and the code. Okay. I remove one digit just so. Okay, invalid code. Okay, still 3. Okay, login successful.
Now we should be able to go to course.
Course. Type advanced course. Okay. Programming bootcamp. The other course. Good. Now let's log out. And what was the third course? The third course was called Another Date.
Yep.
You're not in this course. Okay. So it works even with the browser. Who needs the browser if you have tests, right? But that was a good idea to do this because it's at the end, this is what we are doing, not just writing automated tests. Okay, so if the user, if a logged in user arrives to the main page, if show the list of redirect
to the list of courses.
Redirect to the list of courses if the user is only listed in one course, redirect to that course. If a logged in user also on the main page, or immediately after login. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, these are the things. Do you think so?
Yeah, I was just answering the person in the chat. Curious Technoid. Yeah, we have a bunch of work to do on uploads, but we have only like 10 minutes left, so we're going to work on this instead and do uploads in the next session.
Yeah, but we verify actually that the file name is exactly one of the file names that we are expecting, I think, right?
I don't think we did that yet. Did we?
I don't remember. I'm not sure that we're going to do anything now.
Yeah, all we're doing with the uploads is putting it into a fixed file.
Okay. Yeah. Somewhere we checked something, but I don't remember. Maybe the course name or whatever. Something was or we were just discussed it. We just discussed it. I don't remember.
Yeah, right now this upload thing doesn't do any checks and doesn't put things in an appropriate course or anything like that. It just uploads anything you give it into a.txt.
Yeah, this is one. Verify that the ID was indeed one of the IDs given. So
okay. So you make sure that you're in a given course.
Yeah, I think so. Something we checked. Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll have to make a lot more checks. Primarily what we did is trying to figure out how to upload something.
Yes.
That was enough for us.
That was enough of a challenge that day.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think that we should call it a day, night, whatever.
Okay.
People are always happy if they are let out from the class early, so we do that now, so they can whatever. It was very productive, I think.
Yeah, and we learned how to do under routes in Mojolicious.
Yeah.
To do authentication in one place rather than in every method.
Yeah, and it's much easier to now to see that all the pages that need to be protected this way, they are protected, and maybe we can move also the other protection here too, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know if somewhere if we where exactly need to go. Okay. What do we have here? Git diff. I'll just add this. Okay, I'll just push this out. So we'll have it there, and then next time we can continue from here.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think let me just check something before we leave. In my, where is it? Yes, Code Maven live. So this is the page where I have scheduled all of my live events. So I had this session with Ferki today earlier, and
you've been busy. You're busy.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a lot of these now to figure out how that this is about Python something. This is just a presentation again about Python that I'm going to give in Hebrew actually, and this is the next thing that is relevant. Wait, we don't have scheduled the next one, right? So we need to schedule the next one. But
Yes,
this
we do.
is okay. We can keep working in the same time slot if you like. We can register the next two events. Okay.
Sounds
This
good.
is with Thomas Klausner on the 29th. I'm going to work on this application. We are going to configure the CI system. Okay, so GitHub Actions, and we are going to probably Dockerize the whole thing. So we will be able to run the whole thing in a Docker container, and then people won't need to install anything beyond, of course, Docker. Okay, and then we'll see what I mean. That's sort of the plan. With Dom. That's his name.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay. And my telephone is alerting me that whatever. Okay, so that's it. Thank you everyone for joining us and for helping us. That was a lot of help. And see you, and thank you, Mark.
Thank you. This was fun.
And yeah, and see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.